Hello. My little setup here is giving me some problems. Let's see. Okay. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. I was spending too much time chit-chatting on the chat function, and the time just went by so fast, and here we are. So the insight timer says mindfulness is simply, whoops, it went away. Mindfulness is simply being aware of what is happening right now without wishing it were different. I think that's great, because I woke up this morning a little late and I started noting all the things that I needed to do. And then I said, well, I'm a mindfulness teacher. I need to get in my mind space. And so here I am. So again, hello, my name is Tina. And my cat has decided to find some tape and is chewing on something, so I'll be right back. Fin, no. Don't do that. Come on, let's do some yoga. So here's Finn. Say hello. So I'm hoping everyone can hear me. I haven't had anybody hit the heart button or anything yet, so hopefully if somebody could do that, I would know that you are there and you can hear me. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. Yes, I am a little off today. So let's all of us get centered on our mats. Maybe a gentle seat, one ankle crossed in front of the other. Sit bones on the earth, shoulders lined up right above your sit bones, head parallel or chin parallel to the ground, head right above your heart. You can close your eyes or maybe have a gentle gaze down toward your cheeks. Welcome. And start to notice how you're feeling today without wishing anything were any different. Just being right here, right now. Scanning your body from the crown of your head all the way down until your awareness reaches your seat and your legs and your feet. Noticing that contact between your body and your mat. And feel the ground supporting you and lifting you up here. Start to bring your inhales and your exhales in and out of your nose. Breathing deep into your belly and exhale, releasing the air out of your belly. Starting to create that balance of inhale and exhale so that you may become better balanced in today's practice. I can offer as an intention for practice today to stay mindful in every pose. Staying in the moment for each pose And then shifting your awareness to the next. On your next inhale, let's all reach our arms up, bringing our palms together, and exhale, lower our hands, heart center. And again, reaching out and up on an inhale, palms together, exhale, hands, heart center. And one more time, inhale, reaching out and up, palms together, exhale, hands, heart center. Take a breath here. Allow your thumbs to rest on your heart space, being right here in this moment. Feeling your heartbeat against your thumbs. And hearing your breath flow. Release your hands down towards your legs, starting off with some circles from your hips, so shifting your shoulders over to the right corner, and then forward, left corner, curling your spine as you round your shoulders down to the back, rounding your body to the back. Starting to wake up your hips and your spine here. And then as you're ready, shifting to the other direction so you can make the circles in the opposite direction. And then bringing yourself back to stillness. Starting with a few shoulder rolls here, taking your fingertips to your shoulders and then bringing your elbows out in front of you and then reaching them up, making some nice circles as you bring your elbows back behind you, forward, up, and around. Starting to wake up your shoulders. Reverse the circles here, bringing your elbows down, back, feeling your shoulder blades come together as you go toward the back, and then bringing your elbows forward. And then release your hands here. On your next inhale, reach your right arm up and then bring that to the other side of your head, and just a gentle reminder to tip your right ear toward your right shoulder, not pressing. Maybe it would feel good to raise your left fingertips up off the mat a little bit. If so, do that. Find your sweet spot. Breathe. Keeping that head tilt, release your right hand down and bring your chin towards your chest. Rounding your chin forward and then bringing your left ear to your left shoulder, reaching your left hand up and gently placing it on your head. Maybe reaching your right fingertips up. And then release your right arm down, keeping that head tilt, and then bringing your chin in towards your chest. Maybe a few half circles to the front here, bringing your chin over to the right. And then left. And this time, if you want to roll your head back with your gaze going up, circling around the back, and half circles to the back. And then as you're ready, Allow your head to come back up to its normal position. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms up toward the sky. And as you exhale, release your right hand down toward your right hip. And then reach over toward the right, keeping both sit bones on the ground. Staying here for a breath, maybe rolling your left shoulder back, maybe taking your gaze up or down, whatever feels better for your neck today. And then on your next inhale, reach up, shoulders over your hips, fingertips come up, and then exhale over to your left. And reach over, keeping your right sit bone on the ground, maybe rolling that right shoulder back, taking your gaze up or down. Doing whatever feels best in this moment. And on your next inhale, reaching your arms up, twisting to the right on your next exhale, lowering your right hand behind, left arm goes across, and breathe. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up, chest forward. Exhale, twisting to the left. Left arm behind, right arm across. Sweeping your arms up as your chest comes forward, bringing your palms together. On an exhale, bring your hands heart center. From here, make your way onto your hands and knees. Excuse me. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, fingertips are spread wide, knees right underneath your hips, cat-cow. Inhale, dropping your belly down, rolling your shoulders back, gazing up, your seat goes up, creating a dip in your back, and as you exhale, round your spine, press into the earth, separate your shoulder blades, let your head hang in between your upper arms, and continue that breath and movement, going at your own pace, being here in the moment for each vertebrae, noticing how it feels as they come together and come further apart, releasing the as they squeeze, letting that fluid warm up your spine. And then as you're ready, coming back to stillness, reaching your right toes back, curling your toes under, and shifting your shoulders back for a calf stretch. Holding it here for a few breaths. And then finding your spinal balance here. Reaching your left fingertips forward, squaring your hips to the mat. And if you can keep that your hips square to the mat, reaching up with your leg and your arm. Continuing to breathe here, reaching out. And then as you're ready, bring your hand back down. But then take that right leg that's lifted and take it over to the left side, lowering your toes all the way to the ground, looking back over your left shoulder to look back at that foot, coming into like a little side stretch here, stretching that leg. And then on your next inhale, raise your right leg up, rainbow it all the way up and over to your right side of your mat, or place your right foot down. And then on an exhale, bring your hips back toward your seat. Coming into a little stretch here, only coming back as far as makes sense for your body. And then shift your shoulders forward. Bring your hips back. Shift your hips forward, and one more. Back and forward. And then bring your knee back underneath your hip. Reestablish your table and then bring your left toes to the back of the mat. Curl your toes under, shift your shoulders back and stretch your calf and your foot. And as you're ready, shift your shoulders back up over your wrists and reach your right fingertips to the front of the mat. Spinal balance, lift that back leg, toes pointed down, left arm next to your left ear, left thumb pointed up, square your hips and breathe. Reaching out, both sides of the mat. And then as you're ready, bring your hand back down. Your left leg is reaching up behind you. Rainbow it over to the right side, curling your toes under, allowing your toes to reach the ground, coming into that little curve, looking back over your right shoulder at your left foot. And then on your next inhale, raise that leg up, taking that left leg out from your left hip and reaching your foot back down to the ground. And then on an exhale, bring your hips back towards your back foot, only as far as makes sense for you, and then shift forward. Come back, shift forward, and one more. Shifting back and reaching forward. Bring your knee back underneath your hip, hands underneath your shoulders, finding your first downward facing dog, curling your toes under and raising your seat up high, maybe keeping your knees bent so that you can really feel that extension in your upper body, your spine. Walk your dog by bending one knee, releasing the heel to the ground, the opposite heel, and then shifting to the other side. Going back and forth here, bending one knee and lowering the opposite heel. Letting your head hang in between your upper arms. And then finding the balance as you come to stillness, allowing your heels to drip down toward the earth. Your knees can be bent or straightened, just not hyperextended. And take a few breaths here, trying to distribute the weight of your downward dog in your hands and your feet. Noticing the shifts that happen as your body starts to notice where it is right here in time. And on your next inhale, look to the front of your mat, and as you exhale, step or hop your feet to your hands into a forward fold. Belly is next to your thighs, so you can have a nice bend in your knees, let your head hang. On your next inhale, raise your shoulders over your hips. Your gaze is down, your hands are supporting you, maybe on your shins or your thighs. And then as you exhale, bending your knees again and forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Reach your fingertips up high. And as you exhale, bring your hands heart center. Take a moment to breathe here. Make your way to the front of your mat. Find your feet parallel, your toes pointed forward. Same direction as your knees. Roll your shoulders back, palms open to the front, finding your mountain. Preparing for our sun salutations. Extended mountain on an inhale, reaching your arms up. Forward fold on the exhale, tipping from your hips, reaching down, bending your knees to have your belly and thighs touch. Half lift on an inhale, shoulder even with your hips. Exhale, forward fold to plant your hands. Feet go to the back of your mat, find a plank. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. You can bend your knees, bring your chest and then chin to the ground. And then roll your shoulders back, lower your hips down, bring your hands forward, find a sphinx or back bend of your choice. Sphinx's elbows underneath the shoulders. From wherever you are, plant your hands underneath your shoulders, curl your toes, raise your seat, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the front of your mat, and exhale as you step or hop your feet toward your hands, forward fold. Half lift on an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing, reach your fingertips up high. Exhale, hands, heart center. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, flow down, forward fold. Half lift on the inhale. Forward fold on the exhale, plant your hands, feet go to the back of your mat, stepping or hopping back, and you inhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists so that when you exhale and bend your elbows back, you're stacking your elbows above your wrists. And then as you inhale, next find your back bend, maybe lowering your hips and pressing into your hands, rolling your shoulders back, chest forward for cobra or baby cobra with the elbows bent. Curl your toes, raise your seat. On an exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the front of your mat, and exhale as you step or hop your feet toward your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, coming all the way to standing, holding on to this moment. Bring your palms together. Exhale, hands, heart center. One more. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Half lift on the inhale, shoulders even with hips. Forward fold on the exhale to plant the hands, feet go to the back of the mat, finding your plank. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, bend your elbows back, letting your triceps rub against your ribs. And then as you inhale, roll your shoulders back, chest forward, find your back bend, up dog or cobra. Exhale, curl your toes, raise your seat, downward facing dog. Find a resting pose here. It could be this downward dog. It could be child's pose with your knees to the side of the mat and toes together and seat back. And allow yourself a few breaths here. Breathe, allowing yourself to be right here in this moment. Hello. From wherever you are, find your way back into your downward facing dog, raising your seat up toward the sky. And then make your way to the forward fold at the front of your mat by looking to the front of your mat and on an exhale, stepping your feet toward your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Reach your fingertips up high. And exhale, hands, heart center. On your next inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, find your chair, bringing your seat back behind you. And from here, we're going to practice our balance, bringing our weight over to our left foot. Maybe see if you want to raise your right heel, and if you have that, maybe crossing into a one-legged chair. Maybe bending your knee a little bit more. Being right here in this moment. And then as you're ready, start to straighten that leg, bringing the knee up towards your chest and then releasing down. Take a breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, find your chair. Inhale, press your right foot into the ground. And then exhale, maybe see if you'd like to cross into your one-legged chair. These are always options. Wherever you need to find your balance today is fine. And then on your next inhale, straighten your right leg, bring your left knee up in front of you, and then lower down. Take your feet out a little bit more than hip distance. Make some circles here, shift your hips in nice circles. And then to the other side. And from here, point your toes out to the corners and find your yogi squat, bending your knees the same direction as your toes and lowering your hips, lowering your seat down, finding what works for you, using whatever props. Maybe you need a blanket underneath your heels or a block underneath your seat, or your hands can be forward. Take just a few breaths here. And then we're going to make our way down onto the mat, so you can press your hands in front of you and raise your seat, toes forward, and then bring yourself down onto your seat. Easy peasy. Reach your legs out to a V. And then on your next inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, turn your chest toward your right leg and fold. Take a breath here. From here, take your right hand on the big toe side of your leg and sweep your left arm up and over, coming into a side bend to the right leg. Left arm is next to your left ear. Maybe your gaze is up. And then again, turn your chest toward that leg, cross your arm over the top so that your left hand is on the pinky toe side of your foot, and bring your chin in toward your chest. Unwind your hands, start to press yourself up. Chest comes forward, and inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn to your left leg and fold. Side bend here, bringing your left hand to your big toe side and sweeping your right arm up and over above your ear. And then turn your chest toward your your left leg, crossing that right hand over. Bring your chin toward your chest. Unwind your hands, start to press yourself up. Bring your chest forward. Maybe help your knees come up for a wide-legged straddle here with your knees up. Hands come back behind you, and let's do some windshield wipers, 90-90, wide-legged windshield wipers. And then make your way onto your back. Whatever pose that you like before your final Shavasana, maybe happy baby, or maybe a shoulder stand is in your practice, maybe allowing your feet to reach up toward the sky for a quick inversion. Allowing your breath to come back to its normal pace. And then from wherever you are, bring your knees in towards your chest, Curl yourself into a tight little ball. Maybe bring your forehead towards your knees. And then as you exhale, release down onto your mat for a full 2 minutes of Shavasana. I'll watch the time for you. Relaxing, releasing, and letting go. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Press each fingertip to your thumb, noticing an increased awareness of a quiet mind. Gently rotate your wrists and your ankles in both directions. Bringing your movement back into your body, bringing your mind back into the space with us together. As the time is right for you, bending your knees and rolling over to one side, using your lower arm as a pillow. For a last moment of quiet and stillness, to thank yourself for making it to the mat today, for allowing yourself to be in each moment, and to remember that time at rest is never wasted. As you're ready, press yourself up to a seated position. With your hands heart centered to close out our practice. It was truly an honor to guide you through this yoga practice this morning. I hope you have a peaceful and powerful rest of your day. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. Where are my glasses? There we go. This one was a little rambunctious today. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Holly, thank you so much for your donation. Dana, thank you for letting me know that you could hear at the beginning. Namaste, Susan. Thank you so much, everybody. I know I feel a lot better. So today is Wednesday. I have a lot going on today, and so in just about an hour I have to leave the house, and I will be teaching many classes at all the different places in town. And so Thank you so much for your donations. They allow me to go to places that may not necessarily have access to yoga, so that's helpful. And sometimes I have in the past, like, have had a month where part of the donations go toward, for example, the scholarship fund for the TWBC here in town, and I also did the restorative for the teachers. So if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to drop something in the comments or find me on my page. You can follow me so you're notified when I add classes. And as far as this week, I will be having this same time tomorrow, a 30-minute class. And then tomorrow as well, after that class, like half hour after, I'll be starting a yin and restorative tomorrow. So the first part will be more of the yin poses, getting into our stretches where you're, there's a little bit of tension there, and then the restorative where you can release all the tension. And then on Friday, I'll also be having this class at the same time, and then a half hour after that, I'll be doing a 1 hour restorative. So if you have blankets and bolsters, blocks, lots of blankets. I love blankets. When you're in a class with me live, I try to cover you up with a blanket, as long as that's okay with you. So I want to be respectful of your time. It is 37 minutes since we started, and I know some people come right before they're starting their day or maybe at the end of your day. Feel free to let me know where you're coming from, if you have access to your keypad or keyboard or whatever. Oh, but I think I am going to go ahead and get ready for my day and let you move on with yours. And so thank you so much for being here. Your donations and your presence mean so much. And I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.